Welcome, and thank you everyone for joining us today and spending your precious time to learn a little bit more about Max International. My name is Linda Coffin, and I am very fortunate to be joined here today with a great friend and team builder, Sylvie Cosette. Welcome, Sylvie.
Welcome.
Happy to be here with you.
Yes.
This short presentation is going to give you an overview of Max International and the opportunity that we all have to improve our health.
Yeah, so let's start with health. Unfortunately, most people in the world today, we know we're exposed to high levels of pollution and toxins. They suffer from high stress, poor diets, lack of sleep, and these issues are not helping our health, right? We know that deaths from non-infectious disease, they continue to rise, and that's really surprising. But according to the World Health Organization, the top two causes of death worldwide are heart disease and stroke. Diabetes, kidney disease, and others, they just add to the leading causes of death globally. And these trends, definitely show us that there are health challenges in our world today. Taking care of our health is really crucial. Health is wealth. We've all heard the saying, and taking care of our bodies is the basic foundation, for creating like significant change in our lives.
It's so true. And our overall health depends on the health of our individual cells. And of course, if our cells aren't healthy, then how could our bodies be healthy?
Absolutely. And if most people have never heard of glutathione, but glutathione, it's really what keeps our cells healthy. After food, water, and oxygen, the fourth thing every cell needs to survive is glutathione. Without glutathione, we die. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. So, Sylvie, what on earth is glutathione? Who's heard of it?
Yeah, so we know that we produce it naturally in every cell in our bodies. It's our body's natural defense against toxins, pollution, and much more. Like it's a protection against free radical damage also. Every day we know there's thousands of attacks on our cells, and it's glutathione that really protects us from these attacks. So without optimal levels of glutathione, our cells, they just cannot be healthy. And we know that if our cells are not healthy, then our bodies can't be healthy either.
Yeah, we absolutely can't say that often enough. When we have optimal levels of glutathione, we've got so many benefits going for us. Our immune system is going to be stronger, important this time of year.
Mhm.
It's going to reduce inflammation in our cells, and it helps to really slow down our aging process. Sylvia, I think you and I are on the same page about that.
Oh, yes.
We get better energy, there's better sleep, and that's really important. Reduce stress, and of course, a better mental focus and clarity. So it's also going to improve our performance, whether mental or physical. And we're going to get better stamina and recovery, no matter whether we're in the gym, the classroom, the boardroom, even the ballroom.
Oh, absolutely. And with all these benefits, it's the question we have to ask ourselves is like, how can we enjoy life? I mean, if we have the energy, we sleep well, we perform better, then we're really enjoying life like we should be, right? Unfortunately, though, glutathione, around the age of 20, our glutathione, they slowly start to go down, and it's just natural. It's just due to aging. We lose about 10-15% of our glutathione levels every decade. And you can see from the graph here, by the time we're in our 40s or 50s and above for some people, our glutathione levels, they're nowhere where they need to be to maintain us healthy, right? So it's not surprising that we start to hear about health issues. The most common, like lack of energy, aches and pains, trouble sleeping. So many people have trouble sleeping, and so many other complaints as we see people getting older. And we always think, oh, it's just natural. We're getting older. There's nothing to be done, right?
Mhm. And so there's lots of causes for that low glutathione. And it's not just the aging process. We've got stress, poor diets, toxins, illness, alcohol, and other issues that cause our glutathione levels to decrease even faster. And so remember, what was said earlier, that if we have optimal levels of glutathione, our cells are going to be healthy. And if we don't have enough glutathione, our cells just can't be healthy. And if our cells aren't healthy, well, our bodies aren't healthy. And so that has to be a big concern for all of us.
Oh, it is, especially just talking to people like in their 50s where they've never had health issues before. And now they start, like noticing like a hypertension, insulin resistance, diabetes, all these diseases that they didn't have to deal with when they were younger. And we know for a fact today that there's over 74 diseases and health challenges that are really associated with low glutathione. Like I just mentioned, diabetes, hypertension, stroke, kidney disease, and there's so many more that are actually challenging us, when we have low glutathione. But the question, we ask is like, well, is there anything we can do? Anything we can do about it?
Absolutely. And so we have heard about how important glutathione is, this mystery molecule. But so why don't we just get more of it? And, that has been the challenge for so long. You can take glutathione in a pill or a capsule, but it's just going to get digested and do nothing in your body. It can't reach the organ cells, which is where we all need it the most. But if you take glutathione by injection or intravenous, well, it's very short-lived and it's very expensive and it's not going where you want it to. It's not convenient or affordable for the average person. So that brings us to the key question, Sylvie, like how do we effectively raise glutathione levels?
Well, we do have a solution with Max International, and it's called ribosine. It's a breakthrough in science that raises glutathione within the cells. That's where we need it to protect us, to protect our cells, the quality of our cells. So it's a combination of D-ribose, which is just a sugar, and L-cysteine. We know that the ribose, it's used to make energy, but in this case here, it actually protects the cysteine, which is an amino acid that we really need as a key component to make glutathione. But once it reaches, the blood, the ribose, it's done its job. It's going to be released into the blood system, and it can be used for energy. And the cysteine can actually protect our cell intact, and which really is what we need to produce more glutathione.
Brilliant concept. And who invented this? Well, Dr. Herbert T. Nagasawa is the creator of ribosine, a simply amazing man with over 45 years as being professor. And he spent more than 25 years of his life in scientific research just to create ribosine. There are now 55 peer-reviewed studies and more to come. And ribosine is truly the most advanced glutathione support that's available anywhere in the world, and it is over 300% more effective than the next best alternative at raising glutathione in the organ cells. That's impressive. And we've already heard that glutathione is critical for our health, so this is a big deal. And so ribosine, it's truly a science breakthrough that solves a real problem in the world today. And of course, because it's only available from Max International, this gives us a business advantage that is truly remarkable.
It is really, it's amazing. And, ribosine can be found in Max International's breakthrough products. They are also halal certified, and they're also approved by the required authorities in any country where Max is officially open. And all our products are certified by the Banned Substance Control Group to have no banned substances. This is really amazing. And so it's safe for athletes to use and for all of us to use, actually. And people they love our products. When they try them, they definitely come back for more.
Yeah, so let's slip into some more details about some of these products. And definitely this product, Max One, is the first product developed by Dr. Nagasawa. It is made of 100% pure ribosine. You just take 2 capsules a day, one in the morning with a full glass of water and a second in the afternoon. And this is going to give you that better sleep, amazing energy.
Absolutely. And we have also Celgevity. That's our most advanced formula. It also contains ribosine, but it also has 12 supporting ingredients to actually help raise glutathione within the cells. So same principle, you take, 2 capsules in the morning, 2 in the evening. Important to drink with a lot of water because you're going to be detoxifying the cells and they need to be out. Get them out of your system. And, most healthy people, they will notice better energy, better mental focus, better sleep. That's fabulous. And, reduced aches and pains. For many people, aches and pains is a big factor too. And with someone with health challenge, sometimes the results, they can really be life changing. So if you're healthy but you want to remain healthy, we recommend take Cellgevity. And if you are aging, we all are, obviously, and we want to stay youthful. I don't know who doesn't want to stay youthful as long as possible. Take Cellgevity. And if you've had health challenges or you're recovering, the Cellgevity will actually help the process. It'll be much faster, and you'll feel so much better. And we've got so many testimonials, right?
Yes, yes, phenomenal products. And so, speaking of testimonials, we've had thousands of them with the Max products. Of course, once people try them, they're going to come back for more. And, we just have to give the Max products a try for ourselves and commit for 90 days. I'm very certain actually, that you're going to be soon sharing your own fantastic testimony with regard to the Max products. And so with that, we have the opportunity to share testimonials with regard to Max. And I'm very happy to, I'm going to ask Tammy actually to share her testimony, and I look forward to Mireille as well. So Tammy, if you want to start.
Absolutely. Well, Chris and I, we've been on these products. We were talking today. We learned about the product. It was December. So it's been 18, it'll be 18 years in February. And we tried the product in December. This was before they even launched the company. And I had a head cold. It was that time of year where everybody gets sick, and I had a head cold, and Chris was meeting up with a friend of ours, and he wanted me to go, and I said no, I don't feel good. And he said, no, really come. And I said, okay, fine. I'll sleep in the car and meet up with our friend. And this friend introduced us to this product. And when he saw me, he said, oh my gosh, he said, you look so terrible. And I said, I'm when you're just so good, right? You just got nothing left inside of you. And I had this major headache, and I just wanted to sleep. And he gave me the product, and I was so surprised on how quickly it worked for me. Everybody has a different result when they use the product. One of the big things that I saw was it cleared up my headache. And all of a sudden, I just had this renewed energy, this feeling. So 18 years of learning about these products, seeing every single product roll out over the years, every single one of our products, it literally does what it says. They work tremendously, and I'll never go off these products. Chris and I talk about them all the time. And I like you said, Linda, you just got to give it a try and give it a good 90 days to allow it to really kick in and work for you. And you will have a story. You'll definitely notice something for sure.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Tammy. 18 years. That's amazing. I'm sure you yourself have heard many stories and testimonies with regard to what these products do. And to your point,
worldwide.
Yeah, I mean, the authenticity and the science and the impact that people have experienced, it's changed lives. It's remarkable. And Mireille, over to you, if you could share your testimony with the Max products with us.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sylvie, and thank you, Tammy, for sharing. I mean, 18 years, I can't even imagine the wonderful benefits you've experienced. I myself, I think I'm going on year 7 now, and I will never stop taking these wonderful products. My story starts back 7 years ago. I was doing a transition. I was doing a transition from traditional, work a 9 to 5 plus my fitness on the side to becoming, as I retired on Vancouver Island, a business owner of a fitness studio. So life exploded because when you think about fitness studio ownership, from the way I was doing it, which is I was also an instructor. I was the manager of the studio. I was the personal trainer. I did have some staff, but I did it all. So you're talking about, fitness and physical conditioning for, an 8-hour day. So you're teaching 5, 6 fitness classes and training people, and you're doing this day in, day out. So at the end of that first initial year, I was aching all over, and I would put a smile on when I was teaching and delivering to my participants, but I was going home and just thinking, I got to do this tomorrow. How? So I had the blessing of being introduced to the Max product by a friend, and like yourself, Tammy, my gosh, the products acted so quickly for me. Within a period of 48 hours, I went from aching all over to walking around like I was on cloud nine. And even my participants noticed and asked, how do you do this? And I'm not saying that age has everything to do with it, but I'm doing this in my 50s or late 40s into my 50s. And they're going, how do you keep this up? And so I introduced my fitness members, not verbally, but just putting up a banner of the Max products and just putting them on the shelf as I would try each one, and each different product would just wow me to the core. And that was the great benefits I received right away. The recovery time, from one day to the next, being able to perform without feeling like I was lethargic, like I said, not showing it, but feeling it inside. And also just my overall energy. I felt fresh for every class. And also just overall sleep and everything else. So I introduced my mom and everybody that I could, and I still to this day talk about these products so fondly, as I share with anybody that I see, and especially the anti-inflammatory part of it. You'd laugh, ladies, but every time I stand in the lineup at the grocery store and I see somebody with inflammation, first thing I think about is, why aren't you on Max? So if you're listening to this presentation for the first time, or you've heard it a few times and you're not quite sure what to do, as my colleagues have mentioned, you got to try this for at least 90 days. Everyone's different. Everybody will have their story to tell, and also maybe have some symptoms and some reactions to the product that are different, but for the most part they will see benefits in the long run. So I encourage you to get back to the person who invited you to see this presentation and give it a go. You will not regret it. These products are amazing, and they're on my shelves for the rest of my life. So thank you, ladies.
Oh, Mireille, thank you so much. That is quite the story. And to have that kind of energy and to show people that you have that energy, and these products helped you do that, that's phenomenal. So thank you. I can't thank you enough for your stories, Tammy and Mireille. And Sylvie, thank you so much for being an amazing partner with this presentation and for sharing our passion with Max. And again, as Mireille said, get back to the person who invited you to this presentation to learn more about Max and be on a different, better health journey. Thank you very much for your time for this presentation.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Bye-bye, everyone.